the member from the PN Carleton.
Thank you. My question is to the Premier. Premier, there's not a single Ontarian who takes pleasure in watching your government flail around in total disarray. Under your leadership, you are now embroiled in not just one, but 2 OPP investigations, one in particular to the gas plant scandal, one in which the NDP leader Andrea Horwath has said is the worst scandal in Ontario's history. So let's recount what happened. You bought an election with taxpayer dollars. Senior staff destroyed the evidence. They refused to call in the OPP.
Your question is direct, so I'm going to ask the member to withdraw.
Withdraw? The government, an election, they destroyed the evidence. They refused to bring in the OPP.
Said it again. Withdraw, please.
Hey, Ron. But actually, you say bought.
Okay. In any event, they refused to call in the OPP. We had to do that for them, Speaker.
Question.
Now they refuse to hold key architects accountable. Will you fire Brad Dogood, Mr. McClellan, and the member from Ottawa South?
Thank you. Government House Leader.
You know, Mr. Speaker, I don't think anyone over in this, I think all members of the House realize that this is a serious matter, that we're dealing with a serious matter that's in front of the Justice Committee. But, Mr. Speaker, I think it's time that people over there started to deal with facts. Let me talk about the members who stood up over the last several days and spoke about some mysterious USB keys. Well, Mr. Speaker, I quote from an article in QP Briefing, no evidence of theft in Kavukian report, IPC spokesman. Let me quote, Mr. Speaker, it doesn't say in the report anything about files downloaded onto USB keys. Kavukian spokesman Trell Huther said she doesn't believe that happened, and if she did, she would have put it in the report. Mr. Speaker, where is the apology from members over there? This is a serious matter, Mr. Speaker, and it's time we started dealing with facts.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Much, Speaker. This question was actually to the Premier because it deals with people in her caucus and former staff in her employ that are currently still being paid for by taxpayer dollars. We asked specifically if she would fire out of her caucus and tell the former Premier, the member from Ottawa South, to resign his seat. She has been ruthless enough in this entire period to sell out the people of this province on what she knew and when she knew it on the gas plant scandal. They have circumvented the law by destroying documents. She's also used a personal Gmail account to evade the laws within access to information. They refused to call in the OPP. We did it for them, and now she's letting the member from Ottawa South thumb his nose at the constituents that sent him to this place. Is there any legal or moral barrier that this Premier will not cross in order to cling to power and save the skins of every member over there?
Thank you. Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Government House Leader.
Oh, Mr. Speaker, you don't get away with it that easy, Mr. Speaker. The member from Nipissing, the member from Cambridge, other members have been standing in this House and talking about USB keys. They've been going out in front of the House in scrums and talking about it. And here we have a spokesperson for the Information and Privacy Commissioner saying they do not exist. They are not in the report because they didn't exist. Mr. Speaker, we are talking about people's reputations. We are talking about a serious matter, Mr. Speaker, and I demand an apology from her.